Hey you guys, we are here for another video for Catch These Words. Me and Miss Jane today. How y'all doing? Hope y'all having an abundant day. I wanted to talk to y'all today. The message that I have is Tell Me Again. The Usher song, Tell Me Again, Can We Be Lover and Friends? But the message I heard was Tell Me Again, We Cannot Be Lover and Friends. A lot of people want you back, collective. But they can't have you back. They can't go where you're going. Unfortunately. This is the time of harvesting. And you can't harvest anything if the people that were around you gave you a lesson. You can't take your lessons into your blessings. You just can't, collective. They're going to stop the blessings. They're going to hinder the blessings. It's a lot of people ciphering off of your energy, collective. And that's because you're divine. You're chosen. The type of energy that you give is a once-in-a-lifetime type of energy. These people would never feel this energy again. And the reason that they were ciphering off of you, which is why they ass can't go, is because they were taking the energy that you were creating. That you are the creator, and they created off of your essence. They created off of your creativity. That's how you know that you are chosen. That's how you know you are divine, because you can create from nothing every time. Haven't you paid attention to how you thrive, how you grow, how you evolved after you cut these people off? It's harvest season and it's cutting season. And in harvest season, when you are planting, what do when it's time to cut the weeds out? You gotta prune. Pruning the weeds. These people are energy harvesters. You have to prune them out of your garden, because all the fruits of your labor will go bare. They will become rotten. One apple spoils the bunch. It's true. So with that being said, if you know that you are a major manifestationer and you can create from nothing, I need for you to be so vigilant on who you give your energy to. Everybody can't handle it. It's royal. It's royalty. That's the definition of divine. That's the definition of chosen. Your energy is a once-in-a-lifetime experience. And if you decide to walk away, you take your energy with you when you go. That means that everything that these people was creating off of you, haha. Guess what? They can't create no more. Haha. Everything is now bare. The same thing I told you, that if you allow these people into your camp, they will spoil your fruit, your harvest. They will, if you allow them into your camp. That's why you have to be careful of the people, places, and things that you are engaged in. Especially if you've been doing the work. You've been doing the work. You've been healing. You've been praying. You've been fasting. You've been preparing yourself inside and out. You've been getting your spirit together. If you used to drink, you don't drink no more. If you used to smoke, you don't smoke no more. If you used to, have situationships, you don't do that no more. If you used to go to the club, that doesn't interest you. Gossip doesn't interest you. You don't want to hear about other people's problems. All it's doing is bringing their negative energy to you. And we don't want none of that. We are in high vibrations. We are in healing. This is the healing season. This is the season for harvesting. For every plant, every seed that you planted, it is now time to reap the harvest of the seeds that you've planted. And that's your gifts. That's why the lessons that you learn with these people, you can't take these lessons into your blessings. It will disrupt your blessings. It will taint your harvest. It will create weeds in your harvest. And you know what else too? These people, that was lessons, they tried to leave you for dead. And didn't know that you was going to come up as the phoenix rising, setting all that on fire, and then rebuilding from a solid foundation. Because unfortunately, it wasn't built on anything solid because they weren't solid. You could have been dealing with some players or playettes, and instead of them telling the truth on what happened when you pulled your energy back, they came up with all these reasons and excuses and said you did something to them. You didn't do anything. You just took your energy back. But they've been ciphering off of your energy for so long that when you took your energy back, they felt like it was the end of the world, honey. That's that drought that I was talking about. So if you were the creator and they can only create off of you, then how do they create if you're no longer there? Unless they were creators, then it would be nothing for them to recreate, just like you recreated. However, they're not creators. They're frauds. And they were only around you because of the energy that you were giving them. This is not just relationship. This is not platonic. This is everyone. Family members, friends, co-workers, foes. Sometimes even your children. Sometimes your parents. Sometimes it's your neighbors if you're too close. That's why you have to be very careful of who you give your energy to, because you have to know who you are. If you don't know who you are, then you'll give your energy out to everybody. It's almost like you got a sign on your forehead that says, hey, come and take all of my energy. I had a very good, I had a sister of mine tell me, she said, sis, you got to stop being so nice. I said, what you mean? She told me this like a year ago or so. She said, you know what I've learned? I've learned not to be nice, but to be kind. And you want to know why kind is better? Because then you choose who you give your energy to and who you don't. When you're nice, you give it to everybody. And you know the saying is they take your kindness for weakness. It should be they take your niceness for weakness. Because one thing, let me tell you, if you're too nice, people don't look at you as loving or as healing. You know how they look at you? Like a pushover, a fool, weak. That's why you got to catch these words, because if you don't catch them, you're going to miss them. So moving forward, okay, I need you to make sure that you are vigilant, that you are aware of who you are giving your energy to, who you are sharing your energy with. Because if they can't reciprocate that energy back to you, like this figure 8, I give to you, you give back, then they don't deserve it. You pull it back, you collect yourself, and you move forward. You know what else I figured out? People only treat you the way you allow them to treat you, or the way that they see that you treat yourself. So if you love yourself, you have no problem walking away from anything or anyone that is no longer serving you. Anyone you have to over-explain to, over-exhort yourself to. Anyone that is emotionally unavailable. Because if they're emotionally unavailable, unfortunately, they are an avoidant. And it's always going to be the runner and chaser dynamic, because they want you to chase them so that they can feel wanted, loved. Because in actuality, they really don't love or care for themselves. So they need your energy to pour into them so that they can get a sense of self. But if they need someone else to pour into them to give them a sense of self, then they have no idea of who they are. Know thyself. Thank you so much for another episode of Catch These Words. I'll see y'all soon. Later.